In the summer of 2018, the Raptors have reached their last stretch with Demar Derozan and decided to trade him for a superstar in return in Kawhi Leonard. Why the Raptors did this? Because Demar Derozan as a superstar for the Raptors that they had at the time, he couldn't really get him past the playoffs, and he couldn't really get across one player in general, and that was LeBron James. But after a time DeMar left, the East was wide open and only had the Bucks as a legitimate favorite. After the Raptors struggled and seeing where they are now, my really question is, do you think the Raptors should even have DeMar Derozan back on the squad or even adding him? I don't think the Raptors should even look at adding him back because DeMar Derozan now, he's old, he's in his prime. But I think for Chicago, Bill might have an MVP year, as he's almost MVP candidate last season. But I think the true fit for him lies in Chicago and not Toronto, because Toronto, what they're building right now, is something very much special to like with Scottie Barnes, Fred VanVleet, and Pascal Siakam, who's been truly teammates of DeMar Derozan himself. So honestly, I don't think the Raptors they really need DeMar Derozan back right now, or should even welcome back his services. But if you want to bring him back for a retirement tour and basically bring him when his contract is done and he wants to retire here, sure, no problem. I think DeMar Derozan should retire here 110% because he's been with the Raptors and been loyal to the Raptors for about the most time of his career. So I think if you want to bring DeMar Derozan back for retirement, sure, bring him back. But I think DeMar Derozan at that time for the Raptors, he reached his peak. I think by that time DeMar Derozan reaches his peak with the Raptors, then you can get the Raptors over the hump because they're struggling to even get past the playoffs and get to a championship after what they got in Kawhi Leonard when they won a championship, getting him the next year. But like I said, he always has to give something to get something, and I think DeMar Derozan was that player the Raptors need to give away for a championship and basically getting Kawhi Leonard because Kawhi Leonard knew what it took to win. And DeMar Derozan, sometimes he would choke in the playoffs, so it makes sense, but I think with the Raptors, they had a lot of growth and development through that time when they had DeMar Derozan. But like I said, DeMar Derozan will always be gratefully appreciated in my heart because he's one of the greatest Raptors of all time. And the guy can tail off each every night. And this guy, honestly, he can possibly be in the Hall of Fame if he even tries to. If he gets a ring, that'd be great. I don't know where he'll get a ring. If he goes to a team like the Lakers, or even he gets a ring on Chicago, that works out too. But I think DeMar Derozan is just for his own set. So I think DeMar Derozan, he's a very good player. If I had to compare him to a player with the life now, I'll compare him to his soul and model Kobe Bryant, because this guy can shoot a mid-range, he can shoot a three a bit, he can pass a bit with his playmaking abilities, and he can create for his teammates. But I think for DeMar Derozan is a great NBA player, and he keeps working, and he just wants to be the greatest. But like I said, there's so many great players in the NBA, and DeMar Derozan is just like making all his haters shut up. So this guy, for what he's done in Chicago last season, is very much crazy. Yeah, he has teammates that can play around him, and Zach LaVine, Al Caruso, and Lonzo Ball, if he even gets healthy. But I think DeMar Derozan, we know what he has to do on the court on a night-and-night basis. But DeMar Derozan, he's just a workaholic. Anything DeMar does, I think he'll know where he comes from. Like, even when he got drafted to Toronto, he said it's a city he wants to stay in. And DeMar's the most loyal player in the NBA. I don't really think he wants to leave anywhere. As for, he's been tossed around for places like San Antonio and here, but I think DeMar Derozan for his time in Chicago will basically get to where he wants. DeMar Derozan should have to be treated differently. I think he's almost one of the greatest and top 10 players for loyalty in my eyes, with like a Damian Lillard, Kobe Bryant, and others. But I think DeMar Derozan, he knows what it takes to win. He knows what it takes for the NBA. He knows how tough the Eastern Conference is, and I know the East is starting to get tougher now because you have teams like the Cavs and Hawks who are loaded with players like Donovan Mitchell and DeJounte Murray out of their squad. But I think DeMar Derozan, if you want to bring him back, I think you should probably bring him back on like a retirement deal, but not right now. The Raptors, they're still trying to stay young, they're still trying to stay true to themselves. I think the Raptors are just working each every day to get better because as a team, as a unit, they're very young. And they have what it takes to win a championship, but not yet. I think the Raptors, they're just trying to rebuild themselves and basically get them to where they were with DeMar Derozan and getting a superstar back in return. But I think for players that the Raptors might trade, you're going to have to possibly add OG on the mix. You're going to have to possibly add Malachi Flynn to the mix. And you're going to have to add players like Gary Trent Jr., though he's uninspiring this season. But I don't think the Raptors, they want to do anything. They just want to roll with the fish and keep what they have because the Raptors keep playing on a night-and-night basis, and they don't care who they play, and they compete on a night-and-night basis as their coach and Nick Nurse, because the Raptors roster from head to toe, it looks pretty much fair. But I think there's still some room to grow for the Raptors because, like I said, if you had DeMar Derozan, is he a superstar? Sure, I was comparing him to a superstar, but not really a superstar to MVP type level player like Kawhi Leonard who just turns up in the playoffs. But I think DeMar Derozan is going to work his tail off to get back to MVP type stats next season because he did that with Chicago, but I think they fell a bit short as injuries got a hold of him. But I think honestly, I think injuries happen for everyone, but I think for Chicago Bulls, injury just hit him, and like I said, everything happens for a reason, right? But for the Raptors, if you want to bring back DeMar DeRozan, not right now, because he's not really a superstar type performing one on our team yet, like Kawhi Leonard. But I think DeMar DeRozan is going to keep working his tail off each every night, and DeMar DeRozan is one of the greatest Raptors of all time for loyalty's sake, and yeah. Like I said, it's your boy Demi. I just want to do this video because I have nothing to do right now. All these videos are going to be a surge of overhaul uploads, so if y'all are new, please like the video, it means a lot. And we're trying to go each and every day to 100 subscribers, so you can help me get that goal. That'll be very much appreciated. And it's your boy Demi, and I'm signing out. Have a great birthday. More Raptors content on the way, and I'm out. Peace.